Well, good afternoon, everybody. I am here in Chattanooga.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on 4th Avenue.
I got to go home last night. I woke up, made a local delivery, and now I am heading to New Haven, Connecticut. 900 miles. And it is a very light load, 10,000 pounds, baby. Woohoo! Got a whole bunch of inventory scales. Those little square scales. Plus,
in 1/4 mile, turn right on 4th Avenue, and then take the entrance to the left in 800 feet.
It doesn't deliver until Thursday morning, so I am going to get
turn
to
right
stop
on
in
4th
and
Avenue,
see
and
my
then
sister
take the entrance to the left in 800 feet.
up in New Jersey. So it all works out good. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan. You know, in this business, anything can happen to set you back. So I'm getting ready to jump up on I-24 here in Chattanooga. Got plenty of time to drive today. $10. I've lived here since November, but I've never been to this part of Chattanooga.
In 600 feet, take the entrance to the left on I-24 East. Take the entrance to the left on I-24 East.
What the hell was that? Man. Don't tell anybody about that.
Continue on this road for 4 miles.
Alrighty, well, we just left the TA in Wytheville, Virginia just a few moments ago, well, about 5-10 minutes ago. Had to take our 30-minute break. And I'm thinking I'm going to be stopping for the night in about 230 more miles at the Flying J in Winchester, Virginia. I can drive a little bit longer, but really no need to hurry. Doesn't deliver till Thursday morning, and it's only Tuesday right now, so Plus, I'm going to be stopping in New Jersey tomorrow to see my sister, so... no point in hurrying. I don't like driving past 9 o'clock anyway. Go ahead, call me a wuss. Just personal preferences, you know. I like Virginia. I don't get to come through here too often. Seems like I'm always in North Carolina and South Carolina, but I never come this way in Virginia. It's been months since I've been up here. Well, good morning, guys. We are leaving the Flying J. Here in Winchester, Virginia. And we've got about 4.5 hours to get to where I'm going for the day. Interesting night last night at the J, boy.
0.2 miles, taking entrance to the left on I-81 North, Martinsburg.
I use reserve parking a lot because I get done kind of late. You know how it is, and my company pays for it. So we get there last night, and I got one of the 3 spots that were remaining. It's kind of dark, it's kind of tight, but I got in there no problem. So I go inside, I get some dinner, and I come out. And there's a bunch of guys helping this lady back in. You can tell she's definitely having trouble, you know. So she was out there maybe a good 20 minutes trying to back in.
Taking entrance to the left on I-81 North, Martinsburg.
So she was out there for a good 20 minutes trying to back in. And in the background, someone's blowing a fucking air horn. A freaking air horn. So as she's trying to back in, this guy's trying to squeeze through. So one of the guys that were helping her back in, he stood in front of the guy's truck so he couldn't come through, you know? Which, it was tight. Like, I'm sure he could have made it, you know? So this guy proceeds to get out of his truck and push the guy that was helping the lady back in. And then got back in his truck and took off. So then the guy that got pushed, he called the police, the state trooper showed up. And to me it didn't look like he pushed him hard, but this guy's out there faking an injury. He had to call an ambulance to come check the guy out, blah, 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 blah. That was the craziest thing I've seen in a while. That truck stopped. But to blow your horn at 10 o'clock at night while you know other drivers are sleeping, it's not like you honk your horn when someone's backing in and too close to you. No, He was laying on that sucker, you know? He's like, honk. And the poor lady, she was trying to back in 2 spots to my right. So it was me, another truck, and then her. And she just got so close to the guy on my right that he actually had to get up out of bed and pull over so she can clear him. And I don't know how long the lady's been driving. I'm not judging her because I had trouble myself, but it sure was dark trying to back in there. So that guy, he could have just waited. But you know, at the same time, I understand you got places to go. Well, I'm leaving the Flying J in Fredericksburg, Pennsylvania. That guy had to eat. Oh, man. 2 more hours. I will be at my sister's house in New Jersey. It's not been too bad this morning. I haven't had any delays or traffic or anything. Construction, it's all been good. So we're going to get on down the highway into New Jersey. Well, I just got done visiting my sister. And we are now heading to Connecticut. We should be there by 9 o'clock, hopefully, if traffic
Turn right on
allows.
Somerset Street, RT 27.
And I'm going to go over the Tappan Zee Bridge and up into Connecticut that way. It's cheaper. I don't want to deal with the George Washington Bridge. So that's the story, folks. Had a good visit. Got to see my little niece. And got to see my sister. Actually, it's not my niece. It's my sister's grandkid. So I don't know what the hell that has to do with me, but... So now we just got to get back over to 287, up to 78, and into New York. I'm going to be staying at the Pilot at exit 40. And I reserved a spot just to play it safe. Because I don't pay for it, so I don't care. Well, good morning, guys. I'm here in New Haven, Connecticut, and I get here at 7 o'clock like I'm supposed to. And late last night, I get a text message from my dispatcher telling me to call this guy in the morning for delivery instructions. So I wake up at 6:30. I call him at 6:45 and he don't answer. So I come over here and back in the door, and the guy's like, well, where's Rick? I'm like, who the hell is Rick? He's like, well, normally he's here to unload these scales. So I assumed that was the guy that I was calling. So finally I get in touch with him, and he's giving me the story that, oh, I thought you were supposed to be there at 9 o'clock, I'm an hour and a half away, la 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 la. So, you know what, dude? I'm just going to unload the shit myself. I can't wait for you. I got to be in the Bronx by 10 o'clock. Dumbasses. So, I had to unload 140 scales. 120, I'm sorry. There's 60 of them, but they're double stacked, so. Just miscommunication, man. So now I am on the way to the Bronx. Sorry about that sun glare. I am on the way to the Bronx to pick up some carpet or something and head back to Chattanooga. Well, I finally got loaded in the Bronx. I'm trying to get out of here now. Boxes full of rolls of carpet. It says 39,000 pounds, but I think it's more than that. But we'll see. We're gonna have to weigh it somewhere in New Jersey.
In 1.5 miles, keep to the left on I-95.
So 15 hours driving time. I got 8 left on the clock today. I'm supposed to be there by noon tomorrow. Go figure. And welcome to New York. Oh, brother. Well, I'm up here on I-78 in Pennsylvania. Just crossed over from New Jersey. I stopped at that Pilot truck stop up there on Route 17 when you come out of New York. Never again. I had to scale my load. And man, there's no place to pull over in there once you scale. It is so small. They only had like 6 or 7 parking spots. And then it was a pain in the butt to get out of there. back on the 17, you got to go up 2 exits and make a U-turn and come back down. Just not worth the hassle, but it felt like my trailer was really heavy with all this carpet, but it turned out to be 11, 32, and 32, so good to go. That's one place, if I come up here again, I'm going to try to avoid, and I would recommend you doing so, unless you absolutely have to get fuel or weigh. And I saw an article just this week on Facebook about trucks parking on 287 not too far from there, and cops giving them a rough time. But you know, if you're heading back towards Pennsylvania, once you pass that pilot, which is kind of out of your way in the first place, there's nowhere to weigh your trailer or get something to eat or get fuel until you get almost out of New Jersey on 78. So I don't know what they expect you to do. I would compare that pilot a crap hole just like that one in Nitro. And I'm drawing a blank on what state that is, but I know it's Nitro. What is that, Nitro? What the hell is that, Virginia? West Virginia? Avoid those two, man. Because you can get in there, but it's going to take you forever to get out. I've got about 4.5 hours to drive. I guess I'm going to make it to Harrisburg. I'll keep going, I guess. I really don't want to stay in Harrisburg. Come on. No matter where I stop, this load's not going to be there on time. It's just they give me absolutely not enough time to pull it off. It's got to be there by 11 a.m. Even with the appointment that they gave me, there's no way. Because even if I had a full 10 hours to drive, or 11 hours to drive, no way I could take 10 hours off and still get there on time. Well, good morning, everybody. We are back at the Flying J in Clearbrook, Virginia. We got 9 straight hours to drive today. I'm actually at the Flying J in Winchester, Virginia, but it's called Clearbrook. And yeah, we got 9 hours and 42 minutes, but I sent the broker and I sent dispatch a message last night, because there's no way it's going to be there by noon. I left the Bronx way too late. And with the traffic and my hours that I had left, it's just no way. So we'll see what they say today, and it's probably going to deliver Monday. So we'll see how it goes, you know. But let's get the heck out of here. Here we go. Make these truck stops smaller and smaller, man. Sometimes it's hard to get out. But we got out, no problem. No excitement last night, no fights. Not like Tuesday night. Well, I got good news for me. Turns out this load's not going to deliver till Monday morning at 7 o'clock anyway. And the receiver admitted that they screwed up, that it was impossible for me to drive 900 miles in 24 hours. So, got it delivered Monday at 7 a.m., which is good for me because I like leaving on Mondays anyway. So it all worked out good. Be nice to let this guy out here. So yeah, you know, something good happened, finally. So, get done an hour earlier today, at least. And it turns out about that delivery, apparently it was more than one stop. Never knew it. Had one address, one stop. Apparently it was 2 to 3 stops. I guess they don't think you need to know that information. Well, don't you know, guys, 880 miles, issue free. I got 20 miles to go. And I'm sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic because of an accident. Just my luck. Heard on the CB it's a pickup truck and 2 cars, but see what it is when we... Well, hell. Don't you know, by the time we got up to the accident right here, they just cleared it away. Well, finally made it home. Pretty good trip, except for that last 20 miles. Seen a fight at the truck stop. Got to see my sister. A fat guy got to eat a Philly cheesesteak from New Jersey. I'd say it's a pretty good trip, man. Well, as I said, this is my first video, so take it easy on me. I'm sure it'll get better. I hope. Once I figure out how to edit all this stuff and things like that. If you want, feel free to hit the subscribe button. That way, whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. It is time for me to do my weekend fishing. You guys have a good weekend. We'll see you next time. Thanks for riding along.